What if emerging economies, particularly China and its BRICS allies, decided to rewrite the rules of global finance? What if they directly challenged the long-standing dominance of the US dollar? Well, this isn't some far-off hypothetical scenario. It's happening right now. Under the leadership of Xi Jinping, China is spearheading a global financial shift. Using bold currency agreements and diplomatic strategies, they're crafting a new economic framework. These efforts are reshaping how countries do business, with the Chinese yuan quickly emerging as a key player in this transformation. Could this signal the beginning of the end for the US dollar's reign as the world's reserve currency? Let's take a closer look. The rise of currency swap agreements. At the core of China's strategy are currency swap agreements. But what exactly are these, and why is China so invested in promoting them? Simply put, a currency swap is an agreement between two countries to directly exchange their currencies, bypassing the US dollar entirely. This arrangement allows trade between nations to happen more efficiently and cost-effectively without relying on the dollar as an intermediary. For China, it's about much more than financial convenience. It's a calculated move in their larger global strategy. Imagine two neighboring countries trading goods. Instead of using a third-party currency like the US dollar, they trade directly. Think of it as swapping apples for oranges. China is doing this on a global scale. In just a few years, they've signed more than 40 such agreements with countries worldwide, enabling trade in local currencies instead of the dollar. These deals, valued at over 4 trillion yuan, are reshaping the economic futures of many emerging markets, bringing them closer to China's economic model. Why is China reducing its reliance on the US dollar? The risks of depending too heavily on the US dollar explain China's push. For decades, the dollar has been the main currency in global trade, and the financial system has been built around American rules. But this system leaves countries vulnerable to exchange rate fluctuations, US sanctions, and financial instability. By promoting the yuan, China offers an alternative, a way for countries to build a more stable and independent financial system. Trust and trade, strengthening relationships. China's currency swaps aren't just about money, they're about building trust. Countries like Thailand and South Korea have signed these agreements, strengthening their trade ties with China and sending a clear signal to the world, especially to BRICS nations, that the US dollar's dominance may not last forever. Take Pakistan as an example. Recently, China and Pakistan agreed to conduct most of their trade in yuan instead of dollars. This move reduces risks tied to dollar-based trade, such as price volatility and sanctions, and ensures continued trade without external pressures. Argentina has also joined this trend, settling its trade with China in yuan. By doing so, Argentina avoids the dollar's ups and downs and gains a more stable currency to work with. A global shift in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, the yuan is increasingly becoming a symbol of a new economic order, one where the US dollar isn't the only currency that matters. In Africa, nations like Nigeria and South Africa, both BRICS members, are incorporating the yuan into their trade dealings. Nigeria, one of Africa's largest economies, allows businesses to trade directly in yuan, saving on exchange fees and reducing exposure to the dollar's unpredictable changes. South Africa has similarly adopted the yuan for trade agreements, signaling its intention to reduce dependence on the dollar while strengthening ties with China. Challenging the dollar's dominance. These moves are part of a broader global trend where countries are rethinking their reliance on the US dollar. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have even discussed creating a shared currency to further challenge the dollar's global role. This could mark a significant shift in global finance. China's growing influence is also evident in South America, with nations like Argentina following similar paths. The Belt and Road Initiative, China's massive infrastructure and trade project, plays a pivotal role in this shift. Can the yuan replace the dollar? China's currency swaps have already proven vital during financial crises. For instance, when Sri Lanka faced a financial collapse, it relied on a currency swap agreement with China to keep its economy running and continue importing critical goods. But can the yuan truly become the world's dominant currency? Challenges remain, such as limited capital mobility and the yuan not yet being as easily convertible as the dollar. However, China's resilience and strategic vision are undeniable. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road and continued currency agreements, China is steadily building trust in its financial systems. The implications of a changing financial landscape. The rise of the yuan signals the emergence of a multi-currency world. As more countries use the yuan in trade, the global reliance on the dollar is diminishing. This shift has far-reaching consequences. For businesses, it means adapting to a more diverse financial system. For countries, it means greater financial independence. For the US, it could mean reduced control over global markets and a diminished role in international politics. The dawn of a new financial era. The global financial system is changing, and the US dollar's dominance may not be as secure as it once was. Under Xi Jinping's leadership, China isn't just participating in global finance, it's rewriting the rulebook. This isn't a gradual shift, it's a revolution in progress. Could the yuan replace the dollar as the world's dominant currency? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the rise of the yuan and China's strategic moves are shaping a new financial era. What do you think? How long will it take for the yuan to become a serious challenger to the dollar? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.